I think we're good.
It's Kringle time. Sit back, relax. It's time to dive into a world of laughter and learning with the Kringle brothers, reminding us that we are better together.
Hey, welcome to Kringle time, everybody.
Hey, how are you, Michael?
Well, I'm going good. But before I answer that question, I just want everybody to know, yes, it's just a touch early. I was having a little bit of Facebook problem, and I think I got it fixed just in time because we've got 18 viewers and we got some comments coming in, and some are from Facebook, so hi, Bill and Gary. Oh,
and we have
and
Nathan. Nader just came back from Atlanta getting his beard done by Missy Boggs, so that's wonderful.
We should have had him and Roger. I'm sure that they've got some stuff I can learn from them a lot.
Yeah, but they probably right now look like some kind of orange Oompa Loompa. maybe the next time they come in, maybe the next time they come back, they'll be white and they can actually share their experience working with Missy down there. But we have Oliver and William,
California, and Oliver's here, and
Paul
William
Anderson's here, and Santa Kevin from Midland. Oh, we have a good group.
Well, welcome to Kringle time, everybody.
Welcome. So, Michael, you actually have a fun story you wanted to share. You ended up saving some money. How did you save money today?
You know what? Well, it wasn't today. It was this last week. My wife needed a new car, so you go car hunting, and she wants something, but whatever. That's another whole story. What she wants. Well, I found a little Nissan Kick, and I thought, oh, this isn't bad. Kick? This is a good price, and so it was orange. It should have been red, but she likes orange.
It's a pumpkin.
Well, what's a really side note to it? My daughter is car hunting the exact same time, and guess what she buys? A little Nissan Kick, an orange one. It's exactly, they have the same car, except for her mother's is 1 year older. You're right. So Linda's is an 18 and my daughter's is a 19, and which is a hoot in itself. But so get the car for my wife and she drives it. She's going to work, and all of a sudden, a few weeks have gone by, a month have gone by, almost 2 months have gone by, and the comment, my radio doesn't work.
Oh,
well, they give you 30 days at the lot. It's like,
right.
Oh, right. So she goes, the volume button, when I, it'll play, but then when I hit the volume, it goes weird. So I go out to check the car. I want to find out what's weird to her, right, on the volume. So what happens is when you turn the volume on, it comes on, you move the switch, like, how you click, 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 you're moving it up the numbers, right? And the little dial, because it's all digital, right? Well, it waves like it's having a seizure, and then boom, back to zero, and it's off. Or it goes the other direction, and then it goes full blast. And it's like, oh my gosh, your ears are killing. So then you quickly turn it, and it won't stay in a spot. It just it shakes and it comes back. So my mind's going, oh, we're going to need a new radio. Oh, this could be electrical. Well, maybe it's not electrical. So then I start going through all the settings. And so then I go, oh, all right, the dash computer hasn't been upgraded for a while. I'll sync it with mine. I'll upgrade it. Still doesn't work. Did this, you're looking for the settings because, forget exactly what they call it. They've got that setting, where the wind hits it and it automatically adjusts. So I'm thinking maybe it's something in that.
Okay.
Nope, it's not in that. So then finally I get on YouTube. Did I tell you that I love YouTube instructions, how-to stuff?
YouTube is important.
Oh my! So I get on something. You put this. Subscribe. All right, let me finish this story. I know I'm taking too much time. And so I get on there and I look up the car gear and everything, and it says, yes, many owners of the Nissan Kick in this following year have the problem with the radio. I changed it, took it back. The dealership changed the radio and still have the problem, right? So you know how he fixed it?
How did you fix it?
Took the radio knob off, took a can of WD-40, sprayed it into the thing, worked it, sprayed it, the thing, worked it, and it works. A $6 can of WD-40, 4 squirts, and the radio is fixed.
Saved you hundreds of dollars paying $6.
Oh, I love YouTube fix-it videos.
Now, what is
I never would have thought of that.
What is the moral of the story?
I check everything out before I give the car to my wife.
True. That, but subscribe to YouTube, and YouTube can come up with wonderful things. So again,
so if you want to be back, make a correlation to the shows, subscribe to our YouTube channel, right? Yeah, that's a hoot. So all right, so that was my funny thing that I laughed like crazy this week, and we've got some more people on. AJ's on, and Matt Fish Oil WD-40. Yep. Yes,
Steve Kinley's on. Yep. Yes. Chris says WD-40 fixes everything.
See, I expected Burton to say something WD-40 and duct tape.
And then Everett says, Everett was like, I bought a home stereo once that had the volume control stuck on full volume. I said to myself, I can't turn that down. That's true, Everett, because why? If it's too loud, you're too old.
Oh, yeah. All right. Oh my. And Joe Edie's on. Hi, Joe.
And Bubba's on with the whole family, saying he had a blast. Well, as many of you know, real quick, we had our Red Suit Conclave up here at Michigan, and it was a wonderful day and a half of some classes. We had Matt Spalding talk about beards. We had Dr. Bruce talk about stage presence.
Kotovich, our Canadian brothers.
Our Canadian brothers. Our also other Canadian brothers, Mike Hutchings, spoke a lot about hospital care. We also had classes on, let's see, I'm trying to think here. Just a wide variety of opportunity. And in Randall's favorite words, they were free.
You know, they were a phenomenal budget deal for you.
Exactly.
Instead of saying free, I guess that'll be like next week with marketing. You can use free too much. It was a phenomenal budget deal.
And then Roger also corrected me. No, they're not the Oompa Loompa orange. They're more like the California sun-kissed oranges. Or yellow. As he said, surfer yellow.
Surfer yellow. Everybody go surfing.
Okay, that's enough. You don't want us to sing. Right. All right, so today's episode is what, Michael?
Beard care.
Beard care. Oh my goodness. That's
one thing about beards. There's one thing that I've learned about beards.
What's that?
They grow on you.
They do grow on you. And in some cases, they grow all over you.
All over you. Oh my gosh. So yeah, we thought we'd take a little bit about not only talking about real bearded, not very long, because I really want people to know some of the techniques that you have, because you haven't always been a real bearded Santa. I know for me, when I decided that I really felt providentially, I felt like I was supposed to be Santa, which is another whole story in itself. I started growing my beard, and so I never even really thought about designer beard. Well, it's probably because of all the years before I had the beard and I did designer beard work. They were just so horrible. I didn't, at least at that time, we'll say it at that time. Because now, oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, they're amazing.
Some of them now are like beard envy,
Mm-hmm.
So
but I always say this, for every real bearded Santa that's out there, they should actually know the techniques of a designer beard, because we live in a world where we have different medications, different ailments that can actually make one's hair fall out at any given time. And you don't want to lose a season, or you don't want to actually go into a panic mode because all of a sudden you don't look like Santa and you have no idea what. Like Chris Burton said, all the hair fell off his head onto his face.
He glued it.
So why do we go ahead, Michael? Because you got many compliments on your beard. So, and everybody loved the picture that you posted to remind them about this, because not everybody can look like Einstein. So
I'm thinking, I got compliments on the beard. Oh, you're talking about my crazy morning shot.
Your crazy morning shot it is. But why don't you go ahead?
Should pray. You should pray for that morning shot, because that's what my wife gets to see almost every morning. Oh, honey.
So why don't you go over some beard care tips that you employ?
All right. Well, one, wash your beard. My wife is always picking food out of my beard and stuff for me, but you want to take good care of your beard, and so some of the hygiene part of it is find yourself a good beard wash. Because the texture of your beard is completely different than your hair. So I literally have products that I use for my head, and then completely different products that I use for my beard, and to make sure that's taking care of it. I've read a lot of things about washing your beard, and some of the articles that I read don't recommend you washing your beard every time. When you take a shower. For me, it all depends. If I'm out, I'll shower in the morning, and if I wash my beard and I'm mowing the lawn and I get all junky and hot and sweaty, I'm washing it again. Right. But the big gig is making sure you hydrate it, and then you put some oil on it. And the oil is not necessarily for the beard itself, but it's more for the follicles, it's for your skin. And so a few drops, and then you work that all in really well. So finding a good beard oil. And there's so many products that are out there, right? That work with, there's just ton. You want to pat your beard, so when you're done washing it, pat. Don't scrub. It's back to you want to protect the skin. You want to protect.
Can you do that again?
Pat. You like that?
Yes, I do like that. You have to excuse me. I got two dogs wrestling at my feet here.
Oh, no problem. And then diet. Like you made the comment before about, eating, well, I'm going to make the comment about eating better and different vitamins and stuff that I wrote up, for it. And so when I made my notes, I thought, all right, what vitamins do I take that were encouraged? My person that my stylist, that I go get my hair trimmed and all of that, which I feel, I'll say this right now, I'm probably not the best one to talk on beard care because this is natural. You know what I mean? I watch some guys like Roger and Nader and different people that what they go through to have this, and I just wake up.
Well, look at Lee Andrews.
Yeah, his is black, and then he goes through. So all you people that bleach your beard and your hair, I love you. God bless you. Don't be mad at me. This is a gift from my grandmother. I remember as a child my grandmother had snow white hair, and I thought, oh, I want hair like grandma so bad.
I thought you were going to say grandma had a beard.
No, she might have. I remember grandma's, her hair was, patting my beard again, right? Her hair was so white that she would wash stuff and it would get this blue tint to it. I don't know what she would put in it, but I just thought because of grandma's white hair, she just had some stuff that she would do. And then the VO5, not VO, yeah, it was at VO5, that blue tip that she would rub in. And yeah, so all right, back to vitamins. I got squirrel. Okay. Biotin's really good. I take biotin every day, and then I take vitamin A. Vitamin A helps promote hair growth. Okay. I take vitamin C, which is an antioxidant, and it helps with the follicles and those types of things and makes them healthy and grow that. Vitamin D helps you absorb those vitamins that you're taking. So I take vitamin D every day, important with that. And then I know in my biotin that I take, there's collagen, and there's not necessarily proof that collagen will help your nails and your skin. So they say it does, some do, some don't. But I've got the BACDC, so if you want to take care of your beard, BACDC.
Next, we're going to turn to Bill and Ted here.
That was supposed to be a joke. All right. That was a bad joke. All right. Roger, 20 milligrams to 45 milligrams of iron once a week can help. Oh, excellent. No, that's a good hint.
Well, also too is Roger's a prime example. I mean, he's taking medication that forced his hair loss. So again, he's trying to act. And you know what, Michael? We almost have a celebrity watching as well. Thomas Sheeran has joined us as well too.
Oh,
and for those who are designer bearded Santas or anybody who's interested in designer beards, Thomas Sheeran is probably the foremost expert on beard, especially designer beards. He can tell you history, how to design them, just about anything that you need. So again, if you're looking for somebody that's style, talk to Thomas.
Yes, yeah, he's a wealth of knowledge. Just let me go through just a couple things, and then I've got a QR code that I'll throw up, and these are just products that I use. Okay, it doesn't mean that they're the best products on the market. I use them for me. This is what I like. For my mustache wax, my mustache, I get a lot of compliment. I do get compliments on my mustache, and I use Zeus mustache styling wax. It's a clear gel, and just a touch this will stay firm. I put this on at 4 a.m, and it's still there. Right. And so I really like that. You can get that on Amazon. I've got that in the link. Clubman wax is another mustache wax that it's a low budget radio show. You know what I mean? But it works. I don't find the hold and everything is good on that, but I've used Clubman. For my beard care, I really like Live bearded products. And so I use the beard wash and the conditioner. I use that beard oil, and I use that beard balm. I really like that balm. But I also, not to get used to the same, because my person who cuts my hair said, you should change up your shampoo. Don't use all this. Don't always use the same. So the other thing that I do for beard balm, because beard balm will help you style it, fill your beard in a little bit, help keep it moist. I make my own beard balm. So in the sheet that I'm going to give to you is my recipe for beard balm. Now there's another balm that I haven't had a chance to try, but I want to try. It's from Dapper Beard Company. I think it's a subsidiary of Dapper Donkey, which is Erica Minton. So Roger and Erica are making some beard balm now. And so I put that list on how you can find that. I've got that in the list too. Another place where you can get beard balm and products is Spangle now sells beard balm. He had some made for him, to be able to give to Santas. Well, not give, to be able to sell to Santas, that kind of thing. And so that's there. And but my beard. So all of that, I'm on the paper that I typed up for you. This is just a starting place. This is what I use. Let me throw that on the screen for you. And there it is. Oh, let me take off that branding part. That's in the way. All right,
perfect.
All right. And so if you want to take a screenshot of that, this is, like I said, this isn't necessarily, I'm willing to say that these are the best products out on the market. But I do know this is just what I use. And so I'm just giving you something new to try or something to look at, some start of the research. I do know for the mustache, it takes a while to get it trained. You know what I mean? So one of the things is I would make beard wax, mustache wax out of beard beeswax, and got a recipe for that and made my own. And I would keg it really thick and in that way. And then I would sleep with it, wash it out. I wouldn't go all day long with it, but then I would work on it so that way that hair got used to that curl. And so now it just naturally goes. So I use just hardly any to be able to hold the curl all day long.
Michael, they're saying that they need access.
Oh, what they mean access?
Yes, Chris Burton says I need access.
Oh, well, what's wrong with Chris? This is his Google account. All right. If I tell you what, Chris, I'll put this back out on Facebook too. When I go back in, I'll make sure that you have access. Sorry, Chris.
But actually bring up a good point, Michael. I mean, when you actually style your beard, do you use like It says also the same thing for Matthew Boma and also Joe Edie too. So as Michael said, we'll post this link again.
Sorry, guys, I'll
in
post
Facebook.
it in Facebook again for you. I must. I thought that I had everything set with it in my Google. It's a Google Doc, so I'll go check.
Roger says change your permission on the doc to public anyone with a link.
You know what? It's so good to have an IT guy.
Roger is the man. So
right,
we will get that taken care of, and we'll get that
out a little bit. And I'm going there right now to do it.
Okay. Well, one of the things I wanted to say too is I think some of the common mistakes that come with beard care, especially with a real beard, is the use of heat. Curling irons are notorious. And the technique that I found to use that I've spoken to a few stylists with is by utilizing a round brush to help get the curl, to help actually take it down, to tighten the curl, to help actually gain some volume to it. And at the same time, too, it also helps for curling the mustache.
All right, Chris, go ahead and try that. Did that work? Did I fix it, Chris? I did what Roger said. I forgot to make that change. Waiting for Chris Burton and someone. Did they access it? Well, they try it again and bring it back up there.
Yeah, we'll try bring it back up. We'll see, and then we'll go from there. We'll just take
one more minute. Sorry, guys.
So, Michael, what are some of the tools that you use for basically styling?
Oh, you mean for like when I'm getting ready to go out?
Yeah, when you're getting ready to go out.
You know what? Not a lot. I mean, I'll put beard balm in and I'll shape it. Now I do some Gotta Be Glue hairspray to help a little bit of the loose ends when I'm doing that, and then I use the back of my hand and I roll it a little bit. So, but like I said, I'm pretty fortunate. Yay, he says fixed.
Right, and then Thomas Sheeran says I use a shampoo product on my real beard called Kira Color Platinum. It whitens and adds color, also punky color in white to touch up. And thank you, Thomas, because I was going to actually bring up that product as well. Even from a real bearded perspective, they sell a product and it's called Punky Color. Oops, it's going to be kind of hard to see here. It's basically.
Let me put you on just by yourself. Do it up again.
Maybe I can.
Oh, wrong one.
That's you, but that's good. People can see you. Then we can move over here. Yeah, you can see it, the punky color here. Let me try doing something real quickly here.
Maybe you should hit that button. Can you hit that button?
No, so it's going to bring you up here. Let me see. Just get a little darker here. Maybe if I do it.
This one.
There we go. So it's called Punky Color Temporary Color Spray. And it's a wonderful product. You can get it off of Amazon. I believe Spangle sells it as well.
I think Spangle has that too.
And the thing is with this is it's simply, what I like to use is basically like a boar brush. I got this for basically doing like baby eyebrows and stuff. But if I go ahead and put it on there, then simply.
Oh, look at you.
It's kind of fun to do it like opposite hands and stuff like that. But
I should say it like this. I must ask you to keep going. Get it, mustache you to keep going. All right. I'm in bad form tonight.
But there you go. That just kind of touches it up. So in case you want to go, yes, I know there's a big block.
So do you do that on your sides and stuff in here too?
Yeah, I do it wherever I need to do it at. And the nice thing is it will literally stay on until it's washed off.
Oh, wow. And so don't you do something for
what Joe Edie's comment?
My mind's going, and then do you brush your teeth? Is it a toothbrush or two or whiter? Well, you've got white teeth.
But again, though, one of the things that you do want to pay attention if you're going to use any type of color in your beard is to use a coarse style brush like a toothbrush or boarhead brush because it provides better coverage. Now with this stuff too is you can actually, like Thomas just pointed out too, is you can actually go like this. All right, let me do this side here. It's so much harder to do like this.
Oh, wow.
So you can actually then go ahead and get that nice and white there. And like I said, it washes out.
Do you brush that afterwards a little bit then
too? You can, or you can actually wait till it dries. And you can go and again, as a pointer that Thomas pointed out too, is literally I've actually lined my face with that blue painter's tape to keep it from going into my cheeks and into my other eyes or any type of overspray. And again, with almost any product that you use, you should also maybe if you wanted to get yourself like a little cape or something, maybe from
Oh,
like a beauty supply store or something like that. Because again, you don't want to put
garbage
hairspray
bag.
or a garbage bag or something to protect it, because normally you're already dressed when you're doing your hair. And then this way you don't run into anything about getting any product all over your suit, your shirts, or anything like
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah. That's good. Yeah. Normally I do my beard and hair is the last thing that I do.
mhm.
Makeup and all of that. You know what I mean? So that way I
I,
don't have to.
I'm
Yeah.
beginning to look like a before and after picture. Before, after,
Remember the Star
before.
Trek where the white guy goes, no, we can't do that. No, stop it. No, we don't do that. Yeah.
I'm the pretty one. No, you're not. I am.
You know, yeah. And and then I'm really anxious for you to show like the patch.
Well,
You've got
again,
some patch stuff.
let's see
You
here.
know,
If we can bring me, nope, that's you. That's you.
nope.
Let's,
I'll bring you up. Here we
okay,
go.
you bring. Okay, so I'm very subconscious when I actually go ahead and apply or go out. Now, most people don't care that Santa's missing hair right here, because all they end up seeing is it's Santa. However, for me, I like to have the full beard going on. Well, as with most applications or designer beards or pieces of beards, you can actually apply an adhesive, whether it be an adhesive sort of like a mastic P or Telesis 8 spirit gum or Walker toupee tape. Of course,
Walk
no
to
shine or anything along those lines, because you don't really want the glare. Now, the key is when applying any type of adhesive is you want to make sure that the area that you're applying it to is clean. So by using a 92% or higher rubbing alcohol, more or less, you want to go ahead and wipe those areas down so you get rid of any oils.
skin oils and anything in your beard.
And
Make sure it's dry,
as you can
clean.
see, that spray also started coming off as well because I was using something to clean my face here.
Right.
Now, the fun part is what this is.
Will a makeup remover work to clean
Yeah,
that? You know?
yes, a makeup remover will remove the spray itself. However, when utilizing any type of adhesive, especially Mastic P or Telesis 8, these are like surgical adhesive. So they do
Ooh.
sell a different product that you want to use to actually go ahead and remove that product from your face. Also away from your appliances, as I'll get into in a little bit. Well, the process is actually a little simple here. Is you basically go, okay, as soon as I can open this up, and again, a nice little bottle. It comes with a little applicator. So you want to go ahead and apply to the area.
Does that have a smell?
No, actually, I mean it's a slight little smell, but nothing as bad as getting your beard bleached and you have to smell it like that. But the
Not a
key,
comet.
right,
Yeah.
not a common one. So what you end up doing at this point in time, I have some weft hair. This is actually yak hair I purchased from ZM Hair. And I'm just going to try to do a little bit here. Nothing too big and nothing too crazy here.
So then you're going to take that's yak hair, but then isn't there some other product too that you use sometimes?
There's also what they call crepe hair, and crepe hair is basically the same thing. It comes in a little coiled little thing that you can pick on Amazon for not too much. It's just basically just a soft, like a wool. But the key is when utilizing any type of liquid adhesive is
So is it sheep?
it is sheep. You're putting you on your face.
You're putting you on you. Yes, that's kind of bad. Sorry.
Yeah,
All right.
okay, you're getting out of there. You're getting a little out of control there, buddy.
Sorry.
So, but with this right here,
I'll take a break. Kringle Tracker.
one of the things that you like to do at this point in time is done as it dries, it becomes tacky. Is that's the area that you're looking for. That's the time you know it's time to actually apply the loose hair. Now, what you like to do, or what I do, is I use a popsicle stick because I don't want to put my fingers into the adhesive. Then your fingers are sticky and you can't apply it anywhere else.
Yeah.
So by just simply finding the location that you want to, and yes, like I said, it's so much difficult to do it backwards.
And so you're applying that, you go from the bottom up, right?
Right. What you want to do is provide the different layers to go through there. And again, this is just really quickly, I'm just demonstrating the process.
Yeah.
But again,
perfect with
right.
it.
And then again, so once you actually get the process going here, I mean, you can start styling it and you can make it as long as you want to cover it. But as you can see, just from that little bit that I did here,
Oh yeah, it's starting to fill it right in.
As it meshes in with my other portion of the hair there, and you can see a little bit closer. So again, there'll still be some loose stuff, but you want to make sure that it dries completely.
Oh, and you're moving it in. It's kind of like, so it's not so one big
Right, or it's
glump.
not just one big glump there. And then again, once it dries to its completion, then it'll actually literally stay there. So again, you can see just that little bit how I kind of tied it all in. Now I could go higher to look at that there. And that's one way to do it. Another,
now, can you eat? Can you eat with that stuff on?
Oh yeah, because as you can see and I can demonstrate this here in a moment. Because all you're doing is applying it to like direct areas right through here, it still moves with your jaw. So even if you were to go, the glue, the adhesive will keep it there. And again,
it keeps it natural.
Right. As you dry, so you can speak, you can move, you can do all kinds of crazy things, especially if you work with me. We're all over the place this way.
All over. Dude, that's awesome.
Now, there's another way that you can do it as well. And again, this is another type of adhesive. I mean, I'm telling you, I got like 3 different things going on my face at one time here.
Oh, okay. Let me bring you back to you then.
Yep, that'd be fantastic. And like Thomas said, I'm a fan of a 3-in piece and cut the angle to the area that you're adding to. And Thomas, that is exactly what I was going to next here. Thank you. I mean, you're just keeping me on my toes, buddy. I really do appreciate that.
Oh, Mel just said that she just put her beard on for fun because we're talking about it.
But again, though, I'm actually just taking a piece of Walker toupee tape here. And what I'm going to do just really quickly is just put it right here in my chin, since this is my target area. Yes, it's not going to be straight because, again, I'm doing everything backwards. And once I actually have that on there, another aspect you can do is actually get yourself different appliances. And this is just basically what I did right here is.
And so that was, so what are you putting on now?
This is a small, actually, it is a mustache. It's a long form mustache that I actually end up having that I actually washed and restyled and straightened it all out. But with the actual toupee tape on.
So you can use it as a chin piece.
And then again, though,
that's awesome.
So with a little bit of styling going into this, I mean, again, on the sides and everything else, you can actually then just simply have an instantaneous thing.
Well, awesome. Well, let me do this, Michael. Let me go ahead and play the videos from our contributors.
Oh, sure.
And then we'll come back, and there could be some questions, and you can.
Well, I can also show again. I have my designer beards behind me just to give you an idea what they look like and the differences. There is play the videos. And we'll go into that next.
All right.
Are you going crazy managing clients, contracts, and invoices? Kringle Tracker is here to help you. Stay organized with ease. Keep your sanity in check with Kringle Tracker's intuitive tools to effectively manage your schedule and clients. Our seamless, customizable contract system allows you to tailor your contracts to you and your clients' needs. Prepare for tax time like a pro by tracking your income and expenses and generate reports to make it a breeze. Transform your Claws business by signing up for a free 20-day trial. Kringle Tracker was created by a Claws for the Claws community so you can focus on making magical memories for your clients. Head over to kringletracker.com and sign up for your free trial today.
You know, they say everything tastes better in a Kringle Tracker.
It does taste everything better in a Kringle cup. I just want to make sure it's there. Yes.
Now, before we get into that, I want to play the dad joke because we just got done doing Larry's, insurance thing.
Right.
And Santa Ken sent me a joke kind of tailored for Larry. So
perfect.
Here's our dad joke.
Well, I was talking to Larry Talbot of Talbot's Insurance just the other day, and I said, if I have your insurance and someone trips on my set, will you take care of it? He said, why, yes, you're covered. And I said, well, what if I have an extra suit out in my car and someone breaks into the car and steals my suit? He said, oh, yes, you're covered. I said, and you said I could bundle my home and auto insurance, and if I get an offender bender, he said, oh, yes, you're covered. And I said, you know, I have a lot of money tied up in my camping equipment. I said, how about my camping equipment? He said, well, if you're out camping in the middle of the night, someone steals your tent, you're not covered.
Do you know what makes that joke so funny?
What?
Because every time I hear Ken speak, I think of the old Colonel from the Bugs Bunny commercial, south of the Mason-Dixon. I do declare.
You're not covered. You know what? If someone rips off your cover, your sheet,
you're not covered. No, you're
That's
not.
Awesome.
Well,
That's
to go back into the designer beard, because trust me, we can squirrel all day long. I want to be covered by designer beard. Now, the question that I'm seeing, Tom Sheeran actually put out a very good post here. John Blake Wigs will sell human hair sideburns in white, so you can add to the sides in case you wanted to bulk up on the sides, or you can simply use the sideburns to cut down to make yourself a more or less a soul patch to put right there to actually hide that. Now, granted, I know it's a little vain, but you know what? Wearing a designer beard has its pros and its cons. Again, the nice thing is I can go watch other Santas perform as a designer bearded Santa because nobody knows I'm Santa. However, because those that know me know I'm very animated, that having a real beard is so much better for me, for the simple fact is I don't have to worry about it falling off. And as you can see, really, because of the hair that's already on my face and utilizing the toupee tape, if I go, I'm pulling on this thing just like a child would.
And you would groom this a little bit more.
Oh yeah, this would be like groomed in. This would be all kind of like fluffed up, going from here and stuff like that. Another example, and this
but it looks like it goes on pretty easy for you.
Oh yeah, it does. Now again, I can actually now bring this.
So it's a great alternative for guys with patches,
right?
That you can fill it in and have that look that the Santa that you want to design.
Exactly.
Because not everyone can have hair like Santa Chris.
Right. Nobody can have hair like Santa Chris. That is so true. Now the other aspect is this set that I'm actually getting out right now is from Heather from Custom Wig and Design. Now the nice thing with this is because I wanted something, because again, I do have some clients who prefer a more fuller look. So what I did is I had this set designed to not have a chin cup. By not having a chin cup, when I go and place it on and it's properly secured, it's an instantaneous hello.
And you can still see your mouth and everything.
And I can still see my mouth. Now these...
is there a problem putting that over a beard? So if a guy, because one of the things that I get paranoid over as I get older, you notice that my top is going, right? And I'm also losing hair here in my sides. Now it's not necessarily bad right now. It's still there, and I let my hair down, my back hair, and it kind of fills that in a little bit. So it's not to a bad spot yet. You know what I mean? But that's literally putting something over, depending on how years go and falling out happens for me. That's a good alternative. It's an easy.
Well, kind of like what Thomas said too, is there's a variety of different places. John Blake's will literally sell like sideburns for you. So if you wanted something that you can just go ahead and attach over your existing hair to actually add fuller sides for yourself. Now, when I actually go and put this on at top, then you can actually see really the whole transformation when it comes right through. Now, granted, this is still my real mustache.
So that whitening that you have, do you do that for your eyebrows a little bit to help?
No, for my eyebrows, what I use Pro Nose makeup that Leon McBride was selling. And that actually then puts those in there too. But if you want to go for the Coca-Cola look, remember, according to the paintings, all the eyebrows were
darker ones. They're not so, but yeah, I think a little gray would be nice.
So, but this set right here that I have on, this is all human hair. Now, this actually comes from Custom Wig and Design. This is Heather. And what she does is, because it's custom, she basically wraps your head in cellophane and literally draws your hairline or where you want to get your hairline at to.
Oh wow.
So a couple
Mine's way back here.
oh yeah, sometimes it just keeps doing this one too. Thomas basically says what I just did, he does with a yak beard all the time.
Wow.
And again, if you go on Thomas's website or his Facebook page, he did a wonderful picture with his normal beard. And then what he did is he took another beard and put it underneath his real one to add in bulk underneath it. And it's just a wonderful idea.
There's man, I should have probably put a picture. I mean, the difference between beards than when I did first Santa work 35 years ago, kind of thing, right?
No, I mean, my very first beard, and this was just 5 years ago, was the one that was picked up at Walmart at Party City. And Thomas knows it because when I asked him if he could help me try to style it, he looked at me and kind of laughed a little bit because it was called a cricolon, and it's synthetic plastic hair. So if you add any type of heat to it, it begins to melt. All you can actually do is just try to style it the best you can with maybe some curlers and a lot of hairspray.
Wow.
And that was it.
So depending on the situation, that could melt on your face.
It could be if it's really hot and stuff like that. But as I was saying, this set comes from Custom Wig and Design. The set behind me here is actually from ZM Hair. Now, granted, it hasn't been styled. I actually took it out of a box from storage purposes. And you could tell it's a little bit darker because it needs to have it needs to be washed. It needs to be restyled.
Now, could you use purple shampoo? Like I know guys and stuff will use purple shampoo to help brighten their hair up.
That is, yes, and that's the way to actually do it. When it actually gets that yellow tint to it, you want to wash it underneath something like in warm water, not hot, with a little bit of purple shampoo. And then they turn right around, and you only want to do it for maybe 2 or 3 minutes and keep trying, because as you described with your grandmother, how she used to get the blue tint in.
Yeah.
What she was doing was leaving in the shampoo a little too long. But the purpose of it, the purple, the blue, is to remove the yellow that is actually becoming of the white hair.
I think Grandma did it on purpose. I think she wanted it blue.
Well, Grandma was probably way ahead of her time in there.
She goes.
Now, ZM Hair, you can find them on the web on the internet. They're out of China. And Maggie has a wonderful selection of different beards, different styles, from mustaches, eyebrows, and beards. You don't have to buy a set.
Tom, sorry.
No, go ahead.
That comment really just kind of got me. So in other words, with the plastic beards and that were, instead of, as we reflect the light, it can mess up the photos.
The older beards, the cricolon beards and stuff like that, are like to be called the walruses, because you can't see somebody's mouth. Yes, those will actually refract the light. So when you're actually taking flash photography, you will end up going and getting that thing. And now he says, yep, get a blue wash, and then again with Dawn dishwashing soap.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If you actually use like a purple shampoo or blue shampoo and you start noticing you got like purple streaks in your hair, Dawn dishwashing soap will take it out. But I do caution you, condition, because it will dry it out. Now, David's asking the cost. As we're saying, this set from Maggie, from Custom Hair and Design starts at $1,700 and goes up depending upon the different tiers you get. This is a tier 2. She goes all the way up. An investment. Right. You go all the way up to a tier 3.5, which is almost like a Sinter Claus type beard. Maggie has different sets that she will sell anywhere between, say, $400 to $700, depending upon if she has any stock pieces, or if she has to actually build something that she doesn't currently have on stock. Now, if you're just
I'm telling that to my kids, because my daughters will always tease me saying, "Dad, you spend more money on hair products than we do." So now I can tell them, well, it's better than spending $1,700, right?
Well, that's very true. And again, though, we're the only group of people that will actually walk. If a person walks by, we'll literally see a bunch of men wearing beards, looking like bikers. I'll talk about, well, what makeup do you use? Well, I use this brush. Oh, what shampoo do you use? ZM Hair, yes, Joe, does have a good quality at an affordable price. They are made in China. They are shipped to you by your shipping DHL. the price of the set includes shipping, and it
You
normally
notice my
takes,
dyslexia just kicked in there.
yes,
Yeah.
it normally takes anywhere between 30 to 60 days to get one, unless it's already a stock piece. Now the difference here is, like I said, as I bring up this beard here, just to show you the difference. Ooh, this has got stuff in it. See how this one here has a chin cup.
Now, what's the advantage of a chin cup compared to your other one that doesn't have a chin cup?
The chin cup fits directly underneath the chin. So by doing this like this, if your beard is sitting in the chin cup, you can actually see how much there's a gap that goes up through here. So now
Right.
you have to start going. Now the difference is with Maggie sets. She does sell a custom set. However, it's going to cost more and you still have to measure your face. Most of Maggie's stuff that's basically off the shelf is
Right.
you're going to have to do some modifications to it.
Yeah.
There's some wonderful videos out there. In fact, Tom Sheeran actually has a great video that he posted on the ZM Hair website, I believe, that actually shows how he puts it on, how he trims the lace, and how he actually goes and sets it all.
Well, let's take a short break. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
No.
I'm just trying to keep our time and let's do our trivia question.
Oh, sure. We want to do trivia right now.
So you look at the comment links. So because I have a feeling that this one might be answered really quick.
Okay, so you go ahead and you post it and you go from there.
And then I'll post it and we'll read it and then I'm kind of drawing it out, trying to do anticipation so that way everybody can be ready for their internet search. All right, here we go. Question: what is the name of the Christmas song Vince Gill sings to his daughter? Yes, I love it to my daughter. What a wonderful thing.
It is one. Now, while we're waiting for an answer, the nice thing is about using the Walker toupee tape is if you already have hair on your face, it's it really does a good job for securing everything. And to remove like the Walker toupee tape, again, your alcohol squirter. And that's the worst part.
That's a remover.
That's for the tape. It's just plain alcohol.
Now, does it work on that stuff you brushed on too?
It can, because I'm using smaller amounts. And the key is to let the alcohol or any type of, nope, it's not Jesus Takes the Wheel, but that is a very good guess there.
It's a good song.
Oh, and we have the answer.
Oh, right. We got somebody with the answer.
Oh, yes, we do have somebody with the answer. And the first person that came
Santa
across.
Jeff, baby.
No, it's not Santa Jeff.
Oh, wait. Oh, no. Sorry.
Santa Chris Burton.
Oh,
actually came in with the first right answer. So congratulations, Santa Chris Burton.
Yeah.
Your name will then be put in.
Right.
Your name will then be put into the hat to possibly win a scholarship to North Pole Cornerstones in San Antonio, Texas at the end of February. At the end of January, early February of 2025. So let me go.
Awesome. Congratulations and thanks everyone for doing it. In Chris Burton's words, hoo hoo, woohoo. Now, funny. So you're going to make sure that you put his name on the.
I already took care of it.
All right,
there we go. So that's removed.
Well, Chris, you ask a hard question. No, Michael Howe will not be there. Michael Howe is scheduled to have a knee replacement December 30th. So that way, So that way I have 6 weeks before I have to be with you in Virginia Beach. So knock on wood, everything will go well. But I would love to see you. I can't wait to see you at Virginia Beach.
Now, Michael, one other place that you may want to actually look at getting things from is, I don't know why I didn't do that here. I'm trying to do two things. Is a place called Act One. You can find the Act One. They actually sell beards and mustaches that you can get in various lengths, kind of like the Western style. So if you're looking to have something really big, but again, the same principle of utilizing the tape, you can put over your mustache and have it all actually mix in this way. And again, just like with real beards, you have to wash them with the purple shampoo. You do have to take care of them. And it's best to store them on styrofoam heads or canvas heads, because again, these are investments. These are things that you definitely want to take care of, because if you take care of it, you can actually last a long time. And since you have an expert like Mr. Sheeran, you can always contact him and he will give you a price. And you can send your set to him and he will wash it and style it and take it
Yeah.
back. Because again, for those that attended SOS or may have seen the pictures, Santa AJ looked amazing in
Yeah.
beard for his first photo shoot. And that design was all Thomas Sheeran.
Well, I would say if I had to pick somebody that I thought in the Santa community that had more knowledge on, traditional beards and what to do and take care of them, Tom Shearer would be like my number one pick.
And the only other person I can think of to follow suit, well, there's a few others that would follow suit after that, would be Stuart Deacon.
Yeah.
Very good on that one. What Marks.
Now I'm going to go throw this out. Speaking of since you brought it up,
Yeah.
Stuart Deacon, he's going to be on tomorrow's show with Mel.
Oh, that's true. He is.
So he's going to be on the Magical Fellowship group tomorrow. So if you want to ask some questions of Stuart in the Magical Fellowship group with Stan and Mel, he'll be there tomorrow night. So tune in. Now her gathering is 7:00, right?
7:00 Eastern Standard Time, and it's either followed by Wingnut the Elf or the Vintage Mrs. Claus with Shaun White.
Shaun White, yeah.
Now, I did put up an email here. This is to email the Kringle Brothers. So if you want to actually submit any type of dad jokes, any questions, any comments, or you need other additional information on something.
Oh, I should have. You know what? I wish I would have had in time because, Roger and Nate went down to Georgia to have their beards done. There's this lady that does, Leandra's
Missy.
Phenomenal. He did a dad joke with her. So here he is, aluminum foil on his face and different things. And Missy's in it too.
Yes.
So
Missy says the punchline.
So, well, I definitely will get that in. I wish I would have got it early enough that I could have made it for the beard care show tonight. But thanks, Nate, for sending that to me, and all those and Kevin sent some more too. So thank you, everyone.
And we just got clarification. This week is Mrs. Vintage Claus, Shaun White, and Thomas also says El Talir Bassi, Bassi, makes a great Yak Santa sets. He actually has a few sets from all the current manufacturers. And I'm going to say this not only to the gentlemen that are actually with us, but any of the ladies as well. If anything, is this: if you actually run into an emergency situation early within the season, normally Thomas Sheeran has a few wigs on hand that he may be able to get to you in a rather quick manner. You would have to contact him for any of the particular and logistics instead of having to wait for something to come out of China. The technique of utilizing crepe hair or loose yak hair can be applied, but it does take time and it does take a steady hand to do so. So again, I think the purpose of this call, Michael, and if I think you'd agree with me, was just to provide some education into those real bearded Santas to be able to take care of all this.
Yep.
I'm a bleach baby. So then again, I go every month, every 6 weeks or so, and get the touch-ups for the season as well.
And then Mrs. Claus's, you know what? I know that we didn't talk about hair and what you do, but and forgive us if I'm being presumptuous. It's like I look at you ladies as the expert of hair care, and we're trying to catch up to knowledge that you've had for a long time. So do me a favor. Encourage your Santa with some products to take care of their hair and to make them look the best. Once again, I would be horrible shape without my lovely helping me.
But you know what the amazing part is, especially with the Mrs. Claus, and I know we said this numerous times, there's no rules for Mrs. Claus. Who says you have to have the white hair or gray hair?
Oh, I know. My wife doesn't. My wife have a gray.
I look at it like this: you can wear any hair color you want to, and you can actually do many different things. And again, as Thomas pointed out, if you are interested in,
I did a TV thing with Whitney from 9 and 10 News. She came with me dressed as Mrs. Claus. Then they did this, this Thursday thing, what Santa goes
Mhm.
through kind of thing for the TV show, right? I can't tell you how many guys though that would come up to me afterwards and says, Santa, you're robbing the cradle with that one, because she didn't have the gray hair and that kind of stuff. I was like, yeah, she was only 20 something years old and dressed up as my wife, you know what I mean? But yeah, all right. So maybe a little gray would be good.
Well, but at the same time, too, as you know, that North Pole air really can preserve the youth in an individual.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh,
So,
the aurora borealis, the miracleness of internet and all the way down to hair care.
I mean, if you think about it, it brought forth the nug.
Oh, I love Blake Snug.
The nug. Anyway, but no, Thomas also made a good point too that many of these companies that do sell wigs and sell Santa sets also sell Mrs. Claus wigs and design. And again, there are some wonderful people in beauty salons, costumers for theater, Broadway stages, etc., that are wig masters that can help you style, answer any questions.
Yeah.
But within our community, I think the number one person that you need to speak to, if you're looking for, I can answer common questions, things through my own experience. But if you're looking for history or anything else, Thomas Sheeran.
Hopefully hopefully he won't be mad at us. Hopefully he doesn't get too inundated with tons.
Well, no, I mean, he is a wealth of knowledge. And if you do have the opportunity to get a chance to meet him or to talk to him, he will answer your questions via Facebook Messenger or an email. Again,
and Sean's on, and
Yep.
Sean confirmed that what we said a little bit earlier about that Sean would be there, and Mel confirmed that, everything. And so they're both going, yes, please come on. So yeah, we'll do that one more time. Please tune in tomorrow night for the Magic Fellowship group and see vintage Mrs. Claus and Mel and with Stuart Deacon Jr.
And we also forgot to mention probably one of the biggest designer bearded Santas within our community. Who's that, Michael?
Designer bearded biggest? Oh, now you're making me. I want to go. I can see his face. Christmas Village.
That's right. Phil Wentz.
Phil Wentz.
Here's
I can't wait to see.
Yes, you get the opportunity to interview him, don't you?
Yes, for Hire Santa, I get blessed. Mitch Allen with Hire Santa, I get to do a few interviews, for Santas and their background. In fact, if you're interested, go out to the Hire Santa website. I'm not sure if Mitch posted it yet, but I did an interview with Tom. And so some of the stuff, if you'd like to talk about Tom and stuff, maybe we can get Mitch to post that a little bit earlier, you know what I mean? But there's an interview with Tom. And so some of the beard stuff we talked together for Hire Santa.
And Mitch is with us, so he heard you. All right. Well, Michael, did we take care of all the business and stuff that we had?
We had a lot of chat, and I know I rambled a lot tonight, but so they've got the links working.
The link is working. Why don't we go ahead
and
post that
one more
link
time
up there? I'm going to take down that banner there.
Yeah, take that down one more time. So here's the link. This is a link to the things that I use for my care. So just typed it up for you with where I get it. I'm not saying it's the number one thing in the world or it's the best in the world. It's just what I use. And can that change? Yeah. So instead of Live Bearded balm that I use on my beard, once I get a chance to buy a can from Roger, from Dapper Bearded Company, maybe that'll be my new go-to. But it's a little bit cheaper than what I pay. So
but I also want to point out too, real quick. I mean, again, all the things that we talked about, these are the applications that work for us. These are the things that we actually have tried and that we actually like. And like Michael said, with beard balm or any type of mustache wax, you have to try different things to find what works for you. Same thing goes for adhesive for designer beards. Not everything works the same for everyone. Everyone's skin is different. So again,
that's like when you go to the grocery store, you go to Rite Aid or you go to something else and you're looking for, beauty products or whatever, there's just a plethora of choices because guess what? Where everyone's different. You got to find out what works best for you. But so just try.
Yep. And Sean even said wig wax for her wig. Because again, we all do it. So next week, Michael, we're having what? What's up next week?
Next week, we're going to talk about marketing a little bit, and we've got a guest
We do have a
coming
guest.
on. We have a guest host next week, Ben Bellhorn from Ohio. I've seen some great stuff from Ben and how he markets and his photo shoots. How he what's some great ideas on getting more photographers and then communicating for those photographers, because if your photographer's busy, then you're going to be busy. It's a very symbiotic relationship, right? And Ben does a great job with that. So I'm anxious next week for everyone to hear some of his wisdom and glean from some things that you can do for marketing.
Okay, and a couple things did come up here. Thomas thanked us for the kind words. Thomas, I will preach to you all day long. Stuart Deacon said, "I'm trying getting a new face. No luck thus far."
Stuart's on here.
Yeah, Stuart's on here as well.
There he is.
Yep, and then Gregory Caskey Sr. asked, "How do you feel about scented balms?"
Oh my! You know what my beard balm has a little scent in it, but it's very weak. And I know some Santas love to do cookie smells and that, I'm worried for, children who might have allergies. So I try to limit heavy smells, but a little bit of soap smell or clean smell, I think is okay. But I wouldn't get anything heavy, but that's just my personal take. Because I don't want some child to go away nauseated because of how I smell, even though it might smell good.
Well, again, we have to also be careful because you don't know what a child may actually be very sensitive to, or if there's an allergic reaction or anything like that. A slight scent wouldn't be too bad. And we also have a user of the Dapper Bearded Balm, and nice. It's amazing. Roger has created a great product. So, and then
there you go. Fawn says she's allergic to mint.
Yeah. So again, you never would know that. So you do have to be careful when you're trying. Santa Kevin is actually trying the peppermint balm from Spangle. So again, there are some different things going on that way. So, all right, Michael, I think we've
gone through everything, and we could keep tracking. But you know what, everybody?
I mean, we could keep talking and talking, but that's not fair to everybody.
No, it's not. We definitely appreciate you. We appreciate you listening. Please send us your comments. Like us on Facebook. Like us on YouTube, and it helps when you click on like. The algorithm kind of giggy, So when you're responding to what's going on, it just helps get the word out. And please share. We do this because we definitely believe that we're better together.
And we love each and every one of you.
And you know what? I'm not going to use the word, and it's free. It doesn't cost anything. But you know what? I don't want to use free. At least for us. I want you to know that we want to give you a high quality product at a wonderful price that will help you be able to take the resources you have and use them with children, and for you to become a better Christmas performer. So we're a great benefit.
I think that's our overall goal, is to see each and every Christmas performer strive to be excellent in their own way. And if we can help them in any given way, that's what we are doing.
That's right.
All right, Michael, do you want to? So again, in your line is,
we're better together. I think you were waiting for my little closing thing that I wrote.
Yes.
You know what, Michael, I appreciate you. You know what? You're awesome. So everyone, thanks for listening, and blessings to you all. May your life be filled with encouragement, laughter, and fellowship.
And may you find the magic in every smile you inspire, and always live with a heart full of Christmas magic.
Yeah, good night, everybody. Thanks for watching so much, and we'll see you next week. there's still a few people on.
I really wish they could see like behind the scenes because I am just rocking to this music. I got my dance on. It's even my dinosaur dance.
Oh, they could. Oh, you mean the same as your?
That's right.
Well, I think they were staying because they want to hear one more dad joke.
Really?
So there's a priest, a politician, a governor, right? The Olympic Chair Committee, Santa Claus, and 6 elves. 6. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 elves. They all go into a bar.
And what are they discussing?
What do they all have in common?
Their Christmas lists?
No, they all listen to Kringle Time with the Kringle
Wonderful.
Brothers show.
Oh my goodness. That's almost as good as what do you get when you cross a vampire with a snowman?
Wait. Oh, can I say the punchline?
You can say the punchline.
Frostbite.
There you go. So with that, as a reminder, the Kringle Brothers will be in the Washington State area at the end of September. Charles W.
That would be so fun if people in California could come and see us at the North.
Or Charles W. Howard School in October at Midland, Michigan, along with the first ever Michigan Santa Expo. Gatlinburg, Tennessee at the end of March, beginning of April. And always on Kringle Time.
That would be great. Blessings, everybody.
Blessings.